Ciao a tutti, welcome back to my channel. Here we're going to be talking about the Sony FE 50mm with an f-stop of 1.8. It does not have image stabilization, but it does have autofocus, which is a huge plus. Right off the bat, I'm not too techie. I am sort of techie, but I don't know the super details about the lens. We're going to read off some stuff from B&H Photo and see what they got to say about the lens. So as we all know, the focal length is 50mm. They got an f-stop of 1.8 with a minimum f-stop of 22. The minimum focus distance is 1.48, 45 centimeters. Trying to look at important stuff: optical design, 6 elements and 5 groups, diaphragm blades, 7 rounded. Like I said before, no image stabilization, but it does have autofocus. The filter thread, the front's a 49mm. Weight, 6.56 ounces, so it's actually a pretty light lens. I'm not used to using prime lenses at all. I'm used to having zoom lenses. That's what I particularly depend on or just use most of the time. I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about this lens, what I've experienced so far. First of all, I do want to say this is an extremely great quality lens. And the reason I bought this is why. I had a choice between the Zeiss 55mm or the Sony FE 50mm. I was comparing them both, and I looked up so many videos about it, and I really just could not make a choice. So then I decided to do this because it's a huge price difference. I think the Zeiss is at $856. This is only $223, $250. It's really cheap for the quality that you get for this lens. The reason I got this is I figured because I know I don't use prime lenses too much, but I figured if I am gonna get this, I'm gonna see how much I use this, and then if I use it enough, then I will upgrade to the Zeiss 55mm. But I haven't really used it that much, but a few times I have used it. The lens has been great. Seriously, it all depends on the user, but even so, the lens itself is actually pretty good quality. It's plastic, it has a cheap feel, but the lens produced great quality. So with the lens being the way that it is, I'm not gonna purchase the Zeiss 55mm. It's not within my range anymore. I can't justify buying it when I have this lens, but I might end up buying the Zeiss later on for portrait shoots and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. This lens is doing a really great job so far. So I took it out and I got a video that's uploaded where I took the lens out and I decided to do it at nighttime and film around with it for a little bit, try to get a feel for it, and the lens did a pretty good job. I was honestly surprised with how well the lens did. Now, most people will look at this and maybe think for portrait shoots and stuff like that. You could use this lens for portrait. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't recommend it, but you can work with it. You can make it work. It's a decent lens. But as far as the video, because that's what I mainly use my camera equipment for. I'm filming on a Tamron 28 to 75mm lens, by the way, and I will make a different video about that later on. As far as this lens goes, it does a pretty good job by itself. It holds up really well. Super light. I'm not used to light lenses at all. I'm coming from Canon 60D, so that's a brick. Whew. The lens holds up pretty good by itself. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on the camera and let you see some of the autofocus features and what this camera can do. So now this is on the Sony FE 50mm. It was trying to focus earlier. I was messing around with it, but I haven't moved the tripod stand at all. It's still standing as is. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how the autofocus does its job. Take my phone, maybe just put it up. All right, drop it down. Let's do the Tamron lens. See if it focuses on this. Well, it's kind of dark, but that's weird. It's not trying to focus on this. It did my phone fine. There we go. Okay. Take it down. Put it back up. Take it down. Let me know if you guys can hear the motor working. It's my first time actually listening to it, but my room being as quiet as it is now, doing this. So yeah, that's the autofocus feature right there. It's really not bad at all. It does a pretty good job. If you guys want to see this lens active during the daytime, just let me know. As a matter of fact, I probably will end up filming with this lens later on. During the day, make a cinematic video with it and see how it holds up during the daylight outside. I really have nothing else to say about this lens. Like, the lens is extremely good for the price of this. Like, honestly, you guys couldn't go wrong. For anybody that's had the choice, is struggling to make the choice that I was struggling to make between the Zeiss 55mm and the Sony FE 50mm for the E-mount series, honestly, going for the $200 one versus the almost $900 one, you would not regret starting off at the $200 one, because you could always upgrade to the Zeiss later on. But this 50mm is pretty amazing in itself. Sony did a really good job with this lens. Like, I enjoy this lens. It's great. I don't fully take advantage of my camera, and that's my own fault, but I will start fully taking advantage of all these things that I got and start using them to their fullest potential, so I can see what they can do and I can see what I can do. I'm trying to make some good quality content for you guys. I'm trying to get better at speaking in front of the camera, but that's a different video. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I really have nothing to say about this lens. Like, out of a 10 rating, I would give this lens a 9.5, maybe 9.8. With that being said, I'm gonna end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's my first time doing this type of video on this channel. This channel from now on is gonna be mainly focused on self-improvement. It's gonna be about cameras, cinematography, and overall how to achieve what you want in life, how to go for the bigger purpose, how to go for your dreams, how to start goals, how to approach things certain ways. So it's mainly gonna be cinematic films, camera talk, camera gear talk, because we're camera geeks. And then every so often I'm going to upload a self-improvement video to let you guys know what's going on and what I've learned so far from reading or actually experiencing stuff firsthand one-on-one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for another one, and I'm very excited to make more content like this later.